wetsuit. That was the best garage sale of all time. Old logo in the front. Yeti Crossroads backpack. They're 5-gallon like all-purpose bucket. Also 40 to 60 bucks on eBay. It's a pretty interesting deal. Closer look of that bike. Bonafide Hustler, and welcome to another thrift vlog. We're about to sell something, so I'm opening up this one right now. What's going on, guys and gals? Chris the Bonafide Hustler coming to you live from the outside of overcast and kind of drizzly Austin, Texas. We're about to sell something though, so stick around and you can figure out what it is. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram at the Bonafide Hustler. And the very first item today is a bike. Bikes to Bucks 2.0, the guy, duh. Anyway, so I'm gonna show you the bike here in 1 second. And we'll see where the rest of this vlog takes us. So this is the bike right here, and kind of crazy, but this is my girlfriend's bike, and we bought it for $100 about 3 months ago. And you know, she likes it and she likes riding it, but she also likes her e-bike a little bit more. So we're gonna stick with that, and this one right here should sell for $350 cash. Just goes to show you a good brand. Of course, Bikes to Bucks 1 and Bikes to Bucks 2.0 would teach you all this. And yeah, it basically needed about 30 minutes of cleaning and everything was good after that. This is exactly how we found it, and it's a really cool hybrid slash fitness bike made by Specialized. It even has a fitness brain shock, so it's kind of like an intelligent shock, so that's pretty cool. So yeah, $350 cash is what she's asking for it. I think it's totally reasonable. We have someone from an hour and a half coming to pick up this bike. There's gonna be some great stuff in this vlog. Sorry, my garage is closing, but there's gonna be some great stuff in this vlog. Some really interesting, unsuspecting things too. Yeah, so I'll show you all that kind of stuff as well. Okay, someone's coming down the cul-de-sac right now. I think we're gonna get this bike sold, hopefully pretty quick. Okay, so the bike is in the back of that SUV right there, and sold it for $350. Pretty good. Bikes to Bucks are striking, I'm telling you. So that bike was some good cheddar, but check this out. This is actually very unsuspecting cheddar right here. Came from garage sales last week, and we got a chess and checkers set. And the guy was like, oh, all the pieces of the checkers stuff is in the folding chessboard thing. I was like, okay, cool. He's like, but the chess pieces are in this thing. And so he gave me this thing right here, and I'll show you. And he's like, all the chess pieces are in there. So when I brought the thing home later, like a day later, I was like, oh, I want to play checkers or chess with my girlfriend or teacher, you know? And I opened up the chessboard, and the chess pieces and the checker pieces were in there, and it seemed to be brand new, which means what's in here? So then I figured it out. I was like, oh my gosh. So I started looking into it yesterday, and these are made in France, hand carved chess pieces by ES Lowe. It's super cool. Check it out. So yeah, these are all in here. I still have to like check everything, but yeah, sorry, I've been working on a bike. My hands are dirty, but I mean, everything looks super intricate. Check out that knight right there. So I'm gonna check all these right now and then do a listing for these things for, yeah, I guess $100. Take an offer for 75, or maybe someone wants to buy it for $100. I don't know, but yeah, they sell between like 50 and $100. Super unsuspecting. We're a couple days down the road. The Yeti backpack that came from that garage sale, I listed it for $125, and there have been a couple people, there've actually been a fair amount of people that are like, yeah, I'll come get it, I'll come get it. And no one's come to get it. So I got it offer for 100, and it's cash, and I'm like, yeah, that's fine. You know, the difference is 25 bucks. I'm not just gonna hold something for an extra week or two to make the 25 when I could just sell something for 100 right now. I'll be good. But yeah, this Yeti Crossroads backpack. So this one is a 27, which is probably one of the most popular sizes. I have a guy coming here in 22 minutes from pretty close by with $100 cash. We're gonna get that thing sold. Which also means I have to find it. There's that Patagonia vest right here. The last $10 I spent at that garage sale, I came back and I got this thing. Down vest, super awesome. It's somewhere over here. Where is this Yeti backpack? This is all the remnants of the live show. Look at this. So here we go. This is the Yeti Crossroads 27. Really nice backpack, completely overbuilt. Great condition. I mean, yeah, Yeti makes really good stuff, and people just flip out for Yeti stuff. They really do. They'll just go over and beyond to pick up anything that Yeti makes. It's just a really good brand. All right, I think the person's here. Let's get it sold. Just like that, we were sold a backpack for $100. Good Bikes to Bucks. I am gonna sell this one mirror right here. I've had it for a while, to be honest. I bought this for like $5 at a garage sale, and it's been in my antique booth. And then it came away from my antique booth because someone locally wanted to buy it like 2 months ago, and I never put it back into the antique booth. But the cool thing is, all I did was relist it on Facebook Marketplace, and we have a person. We had a lot of people interested in this thing. It was crazy because it had like a dead spell for quite a while. It just goes to show you that when you just repost something and you kind of shift around some of the words, then it just becomes a whole new listing. And it's something I subscribe to, obviously, but I'm just letting you guys know out there. If you're not having luck with Facebook Marketplace or anything like that, you should be relisting your stuff and, you know, changing titles just by a little bit, and it makes it all fresh and new. So yeah, what we have right here is a Beef Eater mirror. You can see it. It's basically a Bruyana kind of like vintage mirror. So yeah, it's a gin, obviously. So this thing right here, listed for 50 bucks. $5 into it, and we have someone coming to pick it up. I think the person's here. My dog's barking. It's definitely a cool mirror. Check it out. Let's get this mirror sold. So it wasn't the person. It's just another person coming down the cul-de-sac. I'm still waiting for the person. Okay, truck is pulled up. Let's get it sold. All right, mirror sold. $50 in Zelle. We're at the next day, and yeah, this white bike right here, I didn't show it on a vlog when I bought it, but I did buy it in a parking lot, or I met someone that came from South Austin, met me at like a Goodwill parking lot, of all places. And I got this Kona Satori 29-inch mountain bike that needed work for 150 bucks, asking price 200. So I paid 150 cash. And then last night, I put a spoke here. That was one of the things that needed to be done. Like one of the spokes was broken. I put a new tube, so it's holding air real good. I cleaned up the frame. It was completely dirty. I mean, I'm talking, the entire frame probably looked like this right here, like the whole thing. So I cleaned that up and put air in the forks as well. So that's good. And then, yeah, we're gonna put a pair of pedals on, and someone is gonna come look at this thing for $500. So that's pretty good. And even if he talks me down to $450, that's still good return on this bike that I've only spent about an hour working on, maybe even less. So this is a Kona Satori mountain bike. Kona is a decent brand for mountain biking, but the problem is it's just not doing a whole lot of advertising, so not a lot of people kind of know about it, but it is a decent brand. But yeah, we're gonna start the morning off, or should I say the afternoon off, with some bikes to bucks, you know? And there it is. So I have to go get it outside. I'm gonna put a pair of pedals on it, and then hopefully this guy will like it a lot. Now, it does have two things needing work. The brakes need to be worked on, and if I worked on them, it's an extra hour, and quite honestly, I just don't want to do that. So I disclosed it as is, right? So this bike isn't perfect yet. I disclosed it as is for 500, and someone's coming. Well, boo-hoo. The guy hasn't shown up. And when I asked him, it's been like 30 minutes since his last message, maybe even more. And when I touched base with him, I'm like, are you still on the way? No response. I don't get it. Like, who does that? Like, what benefit is it to you to type that out and then not show up? It doesn't make a lick of sense. I personally don't think that the bike is worth 500. I think it's worth more like 400 or 450. This is what I would personally take. But one of my things that I do is I tend to list things higher than what they should be, so that way I get offers that are you know, what it should sell for, or someone that just wants it will just come get it for that price. Anyway, this guy hasn't shown up. Maybe he will. I just doubt he will. Oh my god, the person actually showed up. Holy crap. Dude, that was one of the hardest bike sales ever. The guy didn't speak a lick of English. So we were doing this whole Google Translate thing, you know, but I did get it sold for 400, which I did say earlier in the vlog. I was like, I would take 450. I don't think it's really worth 500, but so I took 400 cash. Here it is, just whatever. So not a bad bikes to bucks flip. I could have got more into that bike and it would have been worth 500, maybe even 550, 600 if I had got everything done, but it's going to take time, and it could have taken more parts, and I'm just not willing to do that. So I just came from a Goodwill because I had to drop off some stuff at the post office, but I went to a Goodwill on the way home. So I've only been gone from the house for like, I don't know, 30 minutes. But I found something cool. Size 5, Dark Martin, Pascal, glitter with the zipper on the side. Boots, pretty neat. I think this can go in the vintage antique booth because it's also a retro antique booth, you know, stuff like this sells. But this can go in that booth for sure. 50 bucks, like all day. Pretty neat. And the undersoles look like this. I like that. All right, so I think someone wants to come pick this thing up. I just got it at a garage sale last weekend for 10 bucks. We have the Yeti 5-gallon bucket with the lid, okay? The lid's 30 bucks at the store. The bucket's about 40, seafoam color. And, you know, together with taxes, you're spending about 80 bucks at the Yeti store to get this. So listed it for 50. It's in very good condition. Looks like we're having someone come pick it up today. Now, I'm gonna go on a thrift run, so that means this is going to probably be a porch pickup. He's coming from a really nice neighborhood, so I'm not really too worried about it. I really like this bucket, I ain't gonna lie. Like, I've actually sat down on it a couple times. I did a live show on it. I like it, but you know, do I like it for 50 bucks? No, but it is pretty awesome. I'm not gonna lie. It is a really amazing bucket. We also got a Jand cooler bike bag that I showed on a previous show. Got that thing sold for 55 bucks. It's sitting in here. I only entertained a $55 offer because it's shipping to a state that's very close to Texas. So this thing priority is only like $8 to ship off, which is crazy. And it's a pretty big box. But that's a Jand bike bag, cooler bag. It's the blue one. I picked it up for $5 2 weeks ago. Pretty good. Came home and had 50 bucks under the doormat. That's good. So that Yeti bucket sold. Hey, I'm all about it. I'll take that money. I don't even have to be present to sell it. That's great. Oh my gosh, I hope you enjoyed this vlog. And if you did, make sure you hit the like button. Please put a comment down below. What was your favorite find or flip that you saw in this thing? I'll just see you on the next Bonafide Hustler video. Take it easy. Goodbye.